Hey guys, welcome back to another Super 6 predictions video. The international break is finally over as club football has returned. It's now game week 30 of the Premier League as there are 6 matches to go through. It's also fair to say that the Euro qualifiers were a lot more entertaining than the friendlies, so at least England got those 2 meaningless games over and done with. So anyway, let's check out the last round summary. I picked up just 7 points from both FA Cup quarter-final games as Man City beat Newcastle 2-0, which was spot on, while Man United and Liverpool drew, which went to extra time. Firstly, great finish from Anthony in the 85th minute with his right foot. That's so unheard of as he hardly uses it. He received the ball in the area, turned out, shot with his right foot which went in the bottom corner. Very well taken finish. However, that last moment of the game where Rashford was through on goal, one-on-one with the keeper, he tried to place it in the bottom right corner, which the ball was going in that direction. I genuinely thought it was going in, and I also thought, yep, those are my 2 points gone. However, the ball went just wide off the post. I'm like, yes, he missed. Those are my 2 points, remained intact. Yeah, whoever predicted 3-2 Man United, I can imagine those being Man United fans, they must have been absolutely gutted he missed that chance. But anyway, I'm looking to improve on those 7 points, aiming to get more. So let's start with the first game. Spurs are still in the top 4 race, while Luton themselves are in a race to drift further away from relegation. Question is, who will come out on top? While Spurs are at home, so this should be winnable for them. They got battered against Fulham, which was unlike themselves. They even failed to score for the first time this season, but I don't think they're bothered too much about that. Whereas for Luton, they drew 1-1 at home against Forest. Speaking of them, they were recently hit with a 4-point deduction, which is why Luton are now literally 1 place and a point above them in the table. They also left it very late to score away at Palace, and they're up against a much better team. And also, Rob Edwards had a recent press conference confirming that he's got more players out injured and that list is growing, which is why I feel Spurs will win 3-0. Can Burnley build on from that win against Brentford with another win at Stamford Bridge? Well, that's going to be very tough for them as Chelsea beat Leicester 4-2 in the FA Cup at home before the international break. To put it this way, Leicester are a Premier League side in the Championship, while Burnley and Sheffield United themselves are the complete opposite of that. Burnley are also without Datro Fofana, who is on loan from Chelsea, which makes him ineligible to face his parent club. While Chelsea themselves don't really have that much concerns. I'm surprised Cole Palmer didn't feature for England in those 2 friendlies, but Chelsea fans won't mind that too much as he will come back more fresh. I wouldn't say so much Matt Sharp because he didn't play, but he will come back more physically fresh for this game. I feel that win is exactly what Burnley needed to have any chance of staying up in the league. But I think they will find this game very tough. I feel they will nick a late consolation from somewhere, so I'm going to go 3-1 Chelsea. Villa are looking to cement their top 4 spot with another win here, but surely this won't be 2 home defeats in a row for them. Well, both sides are going into this game in very similar form with 3 wins out of their last 5 games. Villa are currently 4th, but only 3 points ahead of Spurs. They were very fortunate when West Ham's second goal was disallowed by VAR. While Wolves, on the other hand, they're currently mid-table, not much to play for at the moment. However, they did lose at home in the FA Cup against Championship opposition. That's all I need to know. The thing is, yeah, when you lose at home against lower league opposition, what chance have they got away from home against a much better team? The other thing as well is Pedro Neto, he's also out injured with a hamstring. The guy is a quality player, but the problem with him is he's constantly injured. I know it's not his fault, but it's not really that good either, is it? Yeah, I think Villa have to win because I want Villa to win this game anyway. So I'm gonna go 2-1 Villa. You know the best thing about this round? £1 million is up for grabs. That is a ton of money, which is the main reason why I play this game. Because it makes you think really hard about your predictions and just hope luck goes in your favour. So basically what Super 6 have done is they introduced a rollover where on the first weekend of March, it starts at the normal 250 grand. If not one person across the UK and Ireland wins that jackpot, it then doubles up to 500. If that's still not won, it goes up to 750. And if it's still the same case, then it goes up to £1 million. Just imagine what you would spend £1 million on. I know exactly what I would do, and it would definitely be a life-changing moment. Also, you tell me what other score prediction app offers this crazy amount of money on a regular basis. Man, money does talk big. It's like, I can't really think of any other score prediction game that offers this amount of money. Like, let's be real, if it weren't for the money, I wouldn't bother playing it. So, obviously, like, there are other score prediction games where it's like, even if you get, 7 out of 7 score predictions correct, what do you get in return? Nothing. That's why playing this game is definitely worth it. So if you haven't downloaded the app yet, I suggest you do because it's really fun. And don't forget, it's also free to play. And make sure you're part of the fun. Can the Bees sting the Red Devils and get a home win? Well, their recent form isn't doing them any favours as they have lost 4 out of their last 5 games. However, those 4 defeats all came away from home. And since this will be their first home game in a while, I feel they will put up a better fight. But can it get them over the line? I'm not so sure. They're currently 5 points above the relegation zone, and they need to pick up points to get further away from relegation. As for Man United, they're going into this game in better form. Again, they beat Liverpool in the FA Cup. I mean, obviously they're delighted with that win anyway. They're still in the Europa League places in 6th, and they need to pick up points to catch up with Spurs. And, it will take a miracle to claim top 4 by the end of the season with only literally 10 games remaining. So, Ivan Toney should start this game anyway, and I think he will score. But I don't think they'll have enough to beat Man United, so I will go 2-1 to Manchester United. All I'm saying is, if Brighton actually managed to pick up something at Anfield, I would be absolutely delighted, especially at this stage of the title race. Let's start with Brighton first. Their away form recently has been absolutely dreadful, losing 3 in a row, conceding 7 and failing to score in the process. That's not good enough. And yes, since then they did win their past 2 games 1-0. Keeping 2 clean sheets. But that's irrelevant when they're going to a place like Anfield, a very tough place to go. As for Liverpool, they're going into this game in much better form. To be honest, I can only see this going one way, and all I'm saying is, Arsenal fans really need Brighton to produce a miracle, but let's be real, I don't see that happening. 3-0 Liverpool. Hey Siri, define what crunch time means, because I would really like to know. I think this is the definition of it. This is going to be a very tough game for Arsenal. As we all know, Man City are simply world class. However, I will start off by saying that they do have a few key players out injured. John Stones and Kyle Walker both got injured in the England friendlies. Kevin De Bruyne with a groin injury. Edison. Though I think I heard as well at one point that Edison did return to training, so he will most likely start anyway. But that's if he's fully fit. However, I saw footage of Haaland. He limped off during a Norway training session. I think he faked it because think about this. Why would he want to play in a friendly against Slovakia when he could just keep himself fresh for a game like this? Like, who would want to play in a friendly for their country when they already failed to qualify for the Euros at that point? Like, make it make sense. Again, as for Arsenal, again, no Martinelli, no Saka, though, again, I will say the same thing about him. I think he's faking the injury as well because, again, keep yourself fresh for the big games. Who cares about playing for England in meaningless friendlies when you can simply fake an injury and start this game? I think that is what Saka has done as well. But yeah, I mean, Arsenal have pretty much got a full strength team, and look, you look at the other results. When Man United played, Rashford scored that absolute banger. They took the lead at the Etihad. Chelsea drew 1-1, right? They didn't concede until when? The 83rd minute? Everton did lose, but only 2-0, which was not a bad result for them. So, going by those results, I generally feel Arsenal can put up a good fight here. Now, I'm not getting my hopes up. I think we won't win, but I would happily take a draw. 1-1. Those are my round 46 predictions locked in. Feel free to leave your scores in the comment section. Again, any likes and new subscribers is much appreciated. Hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching and enjoy your Easter weekend.